Hi everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. It has been a long time since I have been on here, and I kind of wanted a new start for 2024 with this channel, but also for a few other things as well. So I thought I could start my YouTube comeback by kind of just explaining a little bit of what the future of the channel will look like, and then also just starting, you know, how we mean to go on with some planner videos. So as I said, it's been quite a while since I've been here. The future of this channel so far, as I kind of plan it, or how I perceive it to be in the future, is that I will be doing some content that kind of coincides with my Etsy store. So I have an Etsy store now. I've had it for 3 years, and me and Dylan work together to fulfill those orders and reply to your questions and comments, and on our Instagram as well. And the design kind of portion is what I do, and I saw a lot of stationery and gifts and things on there. So for the future of the channel, I kind of wanted to just go into what I enjoy, which is like stationery and planner content, and I also wanted to incorporate our Etsy store as well. So our Etsy store is called our Atelier Collection. This is my business card, and then just on the back you can see like our email, the store, our Instagram, and then you can also scan the QR code. So I'll zoom that in just for a second so you can see, but obviously all of the links to everything will be in the description box as well, just in case you want to have a look and check it out. There is going to be a sale from Christmas Eve. Let's just get that back. Yeah. Okay, so there will be a sale on from Christmas Eve up to 70% off. So if you want to check it out and you see some things on there, there will be a sale from the 24th of December, 6 p.m. GMT. So if you want to have a look and check that out, please feel free. There will be a link, as I said, in the description box. So I kind of wanted to draw attention to some of my planners here, what I'm going to be using for 2024, how I kind of plan things, and then in the future I'll kind of do some planner videos, some stationery videos, whether maybe that's my stationery collection or like my fountain pens and things, and then also maybe some behind the scenes of our Atelier Collection as well, because as much as I really like filming vlog type videos, it's very just like easy because it's not structured or anything. I don't have to sit down and dedicate time to that. It's a bit more like focused on the editing side, where if I do a sit down video, I might be sitting here for an hour filming, or maybe a little bit longer, but I do have like a bit more, I don't know, like I don't have to edit so much. I might have to edit out a few times when I'm like, but with vlogs, not so much. So anyway, I thought first video, I will just explain how 2024 looks, as I said, with the shopping things. And then I'll also just show you what I'm using for 2024 for my planner setup. Because I have been watching everyone's videos, and I have been sitting here patiently waiting for planners to arrive from everywhere and anywhere. And you can kind of see the colour palette that I'm going for 2024. And can I just say, I'm absolutely obsessed. Everything has just worked out so nicely. Like, they all look beautiful together. So I thought I would just start one by one, and we'll go from there. I will link as much as I can in the description, but there are some things that I'm not going to be able to because there are a few things that aren't available anymore and things like that. So yeah, and I kind of want to see what I'm using each one of these for. There's quite a lot going on, and not all of these I'm going to be using every single day. Like, you know, I don't even daily plan, so you know, there's that. So I think I was gonna say, shall we either start smallest? I do have like a few more over here, by the way. Let me just show you quickly. Number 1, number 2, and then this here, this isn't so much a planner, but it's something that I wanted to share as well. So I was like, shall we start like smallest and then work my way up to the largest? I think maybe we'll do that because it makes the most sense in my head anyway. So let me move this stack to the side and we'll start with our smallest one. So this small little baby was kind of like my birthday present to myself. I'm zooming in because she is small. So this is a pocket size traveler's notebook, if you can see, if you can tell, and I ordered this from Barnkuchen. It's a Truly Yours. If you're familiar, they do customizations to the Midori or Travelers Company Travelers notebooks. So I knew that I wanted black, I knew that I wanted passport size, and I ordered this in August. I had confirmed all of the details and things, like the customizations, via email the day before my birthday, I think. So I decided to add this card pocket on the front, which has the Superior Labour stamp on it. Super nice, super cute. I then also got the gold rivets. The gold rivets as well on the corners, and they are on the back as well there. And then I also got this interior pocket too. It's just a little one because I really wanted that wallet pocket, the zip wallet pocket, but it was a bit expensive, and I was like, you know what, I don't really know exactly what I'm going to use it for yet, but I do know I want to use it for as my travel journal. I just hadn't decided yet, and I managed to order this and pick it up, or well, get it ordered and delivered to my hotel in New York, literally about a week or so before we arrived. The timing was perfect. The guys at Barnkuchen were so lovely, and they emailed me continuously to inform me of things and said, well, yeah, we can send it like to your hotel, just let us know, and if anything happens where it's a bit delayed or anything, we'll send it, you know, to the UK. Obviously I didn't want to pay like, you know, quite a bit for shipping, like international shipping. So yeah, then when we got to New York, I bought this guy, the brass token from Yusaka, which just looks so nice with the gold rivets. And then the other charm, this one, which is a little red tiger, is actually from the brand Fossil. It's like a charm for their charm bracelets. But on my birthday, we didn't really have any plans, so we just went down to the outlets here, and I just saw this and it was on sale for like £9 or something, and I was just like, that is just going to look so cute on my traveler's notebook. So there we are. I just have in here, obviously I have the pen loop. I bought this in Osaka as well when I was there. they didn't have any black, so it's like, it's okay, I'll get brown. Like, it's interchangeable, obviously I can take it off whenever I want, but it is fine for now. Let me just show you. I have a Uniball 1P, which is the pocket version, and the little clip here just clips in there. It's too, this is like a chunky pen anyway, it doesn't fit that way. My most used fountain pens tend to be my Twisbys because I absolutely love them. I think they fit with a bit of a push, or so. Like, I have stretched this out a fair bit now, so it does fit, but obviously I would have to move the clip itself down a bit more, because this just, it's just not happening for me, okay? I'm not having my pen like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just take this off and we'll try this way. There we go. And then, I know not everyone uses fountain pens. I mean, this is an Ellington pen. I feel like this is slimmer, so it'll probably fit better. Yeah, that fits quite comfortably. It's a size comparison, it's like the perfect height. This is a Jinhao 82, which is like a Progress Slim, which, see, is slim, but actually not as slim as the Ellington pen, I have to say. But yeah, I kind of had to have the clip here because of the pocket. I mean, I could clip it on here, I guess. That kind of works. That kind of works. But anyway, it's not about the pen and it's not about the pen clip. It's about the planner. So when I was in New York, I was using this as my travel journal. As I said, I had quite a few different inserts. This was a postcard that I cut down. Literally the outer side bit was just like a white border, so I just cut the border off and it fits perfectly in this little pocket, which is just so nice. And then I got these two little guys when I was at Kinokuniya, I think is maybe how we say it, I don't know, but I thought they looked like Daisy and Joey. And you can either iron them on or stick them on, and I was just so excited that when we got back to the hotel I just stuck them on straight away, because this is like suede on the reverse here, so I stuck them on and now it's like they're with me whenever I'm travelling. But in here at the moment, obviously I'm not travelling right now, I just have my spare bands and things in here. At the back you may have seen there's two card slots. I had like receipts and the Metro card that I was using when I was in the States. But at the moment I have 2024 Common Planner. This is the Passport Horizontal Compact. I bought this a little bit on a whim. It was kind of an impulse. I saw it on Facebook group being sold, and I was just like, I was so tempted to get it, and so I did. I was like, what is that? But I realised that I went through and used some clear post-its to stick things in, like how I want it laid out, because I haven't set it up yet, as you can see, but I just went through with some post-its and stuck things on there for how I want to set it up. So this will be my health and well-being planner for 2024. I really want to concentrate more on my health, my well-being, my mental health journey. My mental health journey has just been a very long process. I am 28 now. I have been diagnosed with anxiety and depression for 10 years, though I know that I've had it longer. And I have been like on and off medication for maybe about 8 years. And there are certain times when, you know, things are a bit difficult, and I just want to make sure that I'm kind of doing the best I can to look after myself. And I feel like this journal will help me keep accountability for things that, you know, I need to do, taking my medication, getting some outside time, but then also keeping a record of things that might correlate. So I'm really interested to see how things like my menstrual cycle will, or if it will, correlate with certain like bouts of anxiety, low mood and things like that. And I have a pretty good idea of how I want to set this up. So the back pages, I might keep like some monthly spreads over a double page spread, some sleep and mood trackers, some habit trackers as well, making sure I'm drinking enough water, taking my meds, exercising, meditation, how much caffeine I'm consuming, things like that. Any alcohol consumption as well. I don't drink alcohol half as much as I used to. And then on my, I should probably do this from the start actually, shouldn't I, if I'm going to explain. So the goal page, I will keep track of, there's 4 boxes here. So I said my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health, which is just a little bit different. I'll do a whole video on setting this up properly, and I will kind of go into that a bit more. And then social or relationships, and I feel like that in here fits these 4 squares going down on the goals page really nicely. And then on the quarterly pages we will have, I'm not too sure just yet how I'm going to set this out, but my suggestions so far are maybe obviously for each month, like any particular symptoms of my monthly cycle, like my period, or a period, any like comments on my period, or a period log / review, like how was my pain, did I have any symptoms that I don't usually have, did I have any spotting, just anything that's maybe just a bit, I don't know, as I said, just kind of like a review. Or I might do a goal breakdown, but I feel that's kind of what each of these are for. Like, am I going to achieve, like what physical health goals am I going to achieve in 1 year, monthly, weekly, daily, those kind of things. So I don't think I'm going to do the goal breakdown, but cycle symptoms and period comments log review is quite similar, and will also correlate to this page where I want to keep track of my cycle. So color coded like line tracker. So the first column, so I don't know if you can see, but there are 5 squares for each day here. So I might just kind of, as I go down, like the first maybe 4 or 5 squares are all coloured in one colour, and that's maybe phase 1 of my cycle, and then the next week is all coloured another colour, and that's phase 2, and then the next 3 or 4 squares is phase 3, etc, etc. And then column number 2 want to keep track of things like symptoms. Like I might keep track of if I have any headaches, because I do get headaches and migraines quite a lot. Number 3 might be any cramping. Number 4, fatigue, things like that. And just kind of see, like, because I do get headaches when I'm on my period, but I do have a feeling I get cramps in other phases of my cycle as well. So, like, and I know sometimes I get ovulation symptoms, so I think it would just be interesting to keep a track of that. And obviously I do that for each month, and then for onto the monthly spreads here, I want to create what I call a joy calendar. This idea is actually from the is it Schmoody or Smood? Must be Schmoody. Yeah, Schmoody, the Schmoody app, if you were familiar or not. Basically you can fill, it's like a mental health app, and you can fill out this list of things that bring you joy, and it will put them into a calendar for you, so you can do something every now and then. You can set it if you want to do like every few days, or maybe you want to do something just on the weekends, however you want to set it out. But I kind of want to do something every day. You know, some days I might not be able to do something for that long, so even if it's just half an hour, if it's just something small like reading a book, doing something a bit creative, having a bath, anything like that, I will put something in every day so that I can just enjoy the little things, you know. So that's the monthlies. And then for each week, my example here was that for each day I would just write the joy, or I would just write like the joy, or the little joy for that day. If I'm, as I said, if it was having a bath or doing a bit of reading, or maybe just a little bit of journaling, something like that. And then also a task. So I do like to set myself a task to do. I usually will try and do that task before I do the joy, so then my joy is like a little treat for me. So maybe my joy is have a bath, but my task is I need to put some laundry on, and that needs to get done before I move on to my joy, if that makes sense. Then there is a little blank square at the bottom here, and I said for my notes I might just have a little mini tracker at the bottom for each week, just for these 3 things: my medication, water and breakfast, because those are the 3 things that I will forget fairly easily, and they are very important, so I need to make sure I'm doing those 3 things, and then we'll see how we go for the rest of the year. After the monthly spreads, I think I'm going to just do some things like I don't know, just any like nice mental health spreads or something like that. But yes, if you're interested, this common planner, it does kind of fit. I've been sliding it in the back pocket of this clear wallet, which is from Traveller's Company as well, and it kind of fits. I mean, the top and the bottom are fine. It does overhang slightly on the edge, only really at the front, if you can see that. The back, because it is tucked into the wallet, it doesn't really. I mean, I can try and pull this around a bit more. but you know, it's not too bad. And when you have like the clip on and you've got the pen, kind of, it's not the worst thing in the world. So I'm happy to get this set up and started. I don't know if I might purchase a new passport cover, you know, from a different brand that I know is going to fit this a bit more nicely, but I like how compact it is, and I really love this colour cover, sorry, because, you know, it's my special, like, custom one that, you know, took a long time to get made, from Bun Kuhan, and it's my little birthday gift to myself. So as much as I wish I could say we travel a lot, we just don't anymore. It's just expensive, and it can actually, it's not too bad to get someone to look after the rabbits, but it's just another thing to think about. And yeah, when you own your own place, I'm just thinking constantly about like bills and mortgage and those kind of things, rather than, oh my god, can I afford to go on holiday and things like that. But that is my health journal. I'll try and whiz through the rest quickly because the other ones I haven't, there's not really much to talk about with the others. So this one is my daily journaling. It's an A6 Stalogy 365, and the cover is a tweed cover from Etsy. It's got these little pearl bookmarks. This cover is just so nice. It really complements the rest of my planners and things like that. And I was inspired because I saw like the Hobonichi covers, and there was that tweed one, which I can't remember the name of it, but it was expensive. It was like £200 or something like that, or $200, and I was just like, it's just expensive, surely, like, can I find something similar? And I did. I found this on Etsy. There were quite a few different ones. This particular seller had quite a few different colours as well, so I just have, you know, my Stalogy in here. This little planner magnet is from Colour Cafe, which I will link below. Arlene very kindly sent this for my birthday, and yeah, it does have an elastic, so if you want to tuck it in, maybe if it gets a bit fluffy and it doesn't close, but mine's not too bad. Or maybe I could just tuck it like this, just around the front. Not, that's probably ideal actually, because it will keep all the pages closed, but I don't have just an ugly white thick elastic band over the top. Okay guys, sorry about that, and I'm sorry if the camera angle has changed slightly. My SD card was full, so I had to quickly move some files over, but we've got enough space now to carry on for the rest of the video. And just before it cut out, I was just saying how this colour scheme, the baby blue and the baby pink on across like my planners for next year, actually matches the aesthetic of like my shop stuff, like in my office. Almost everything is baby pink or baby blue. Like my printer is baby blue, my computer monitor is baby pink, the sofa bed in here is baby pink. All of my files and folders, like for, you know, paper filing and things like that, they're all pink and baby blue. or a minty green colour. So everything is just, the stars have aligned for me. That's what I was saying about this one, and if you look closely you can see there are threads of pink and threads of gold in here, which I absolutely love. So now that I've explained kind of those two, obviously this is the only one that I will use daily, but there are times where I will just forget to pick it up, which is fine. It's just how the world works, it's how life works. I don't think I have written in it in a few days. I will write in it after dinner, though. I will come back in here after dinner and do it. I'm filming this evening, just after Dylan's finished work, so I didn't have any distractions. He's just cooking dinner, so afterwards, hold me to it. I will write in here. And then moving on to our next one is my Hobonichi Weeks. So my Hobonichi Weeks is in the pale blue green. I saw Charmaine Dulac, I'll link her channel below. She had decided on this one, and I thought, you know what, that one is really pretty, and I didn't really know what vibe I wanted my planners to be, or what I was going for 2024. I did want them to all go together, but I also wanted them to be a planner in their own right, like each one is their own book, if you get what I mean. But I really just love this, and when she said that there was actually sparkles in it, I was like, oh my god, like I need to get that one, I think. And then when we were in New York at Yoseka, they have the planners, the Hobonichis. They have like display ones that you can, you know, see and feel the different covers and things. They didn't have this one on display, but then I spoke with Ashley and she managed to find one, or she found the display one, and I had a look at it and I was like, oh my god, the sparkles are so nice. And you're not really going to be able to see with this clear cover on, but there are plenty of pictures in other videos that show the sparkle in a much better light than what I have now. But this is my everyday carry. So when I got my, well, I knew that I was going to get a Weeks because I loved using this. This year I used a Weeks, I used the Spring Star Weeks actually, in the white with the ivory stripe. That's wrong, it's the ivory with the white stripe. I used that one from about June or July onwards, so I used it for the last half of the year, and I just didn't really know how, you know, it was gonna go or anything like that. But I had stopped using my rings planners because I found them just a bit bulky. Not a bit bulky, I found them really bulky actually, and they were just getting in the way. Having two heavy A5 rings planners like on my desk, like my everyday one or like my everything one, and then my work one, was just, it was just getting ridiculous. It was just so heavy, and I work from home, so the size was fine. It was just the rings like system in general was just really heavy, and it's a shame. I really do love my rings planners. I still have them, I still keep them, but maybe I will just kind of file things away in them, or use them, you know, maybe write some notes and then use them as a filing system rather than using them as everyday planners. So I decided to take the plunge in the summer and thought, you know, I see people using the Weeks on Instagram. It looks like a nice layout, a nice setup, and let's let's see how it goes. And I got one. I really like the paper. I love the Tomoe. I don't know if it's Tomoe, Tomoe. I've heard everything. I really like the paper. It writes really nicely with fountain pens, and it also made me pick up my fountain pens again, and for that I am grateful and also ungrateful, because I have now bought way more fountain pens than I originally had this time last year, but I'm glad that those pens haven't just sat in a drawer anymore and they're getting use. So with that, as I said, this is my everyday carry, so it's just kind of sits on my desk. It keeps all of my appointments, things like vet appointments, if I have any social things going on, things like that. So for example, so this is December, like next year, I've got like my sister's birthdays, obviously Christmas Day and things like that. I've got like my mum's birthday there, Dylan's birthday, it'll be his 30th, my birthday, Victoria's Festival, we go each year, it's in our city, when the bank holidays are, any other social things going on, like Eras Tour in June, and also the UK Planner Festival, or Fest, Planner Fest, Journal Fest, Stationery Fest is in Manchester, and we plan on going, so that is in there as well. Bank holidays again, I need to find my nan's birthday in there too. Easter, the UK pen show, the spring pen show is on March 3rd. Unfortunately could not visit the pen show in October this year because the day that it was on was our like last day in New York, and as much as I was upset about not being able to go to the pen show this year in October, I was able to buy our pens in New York, so yeah, and just, you know, the little social things, like if me and Dylan have booked like to get to the cinema or something, or like when my parents come down or when I go and visit them, just things like that will go in here. Obviously these are my monthlies, and then for my weeklies, they will just kind of keep, obviously, my, again, social things, maybe with a bit more detail, and any notes and things on the side. So I've been using this since the first week that we're able to write in it, which was the 27th of November. So this week you can see that I was kind of writing down the weather as well. That's the only week that I did that. And then I had written in things as well. There are some things in here that from January I will not continue because they will be going in this planner, which is my Sterling Ink Common Planner Compact. This will be my work in Etsy and all of that kind of thing planner. So anything here that is work or Etsy related will go in here, and this doesn't start until January 1st, so up until January 1st it will be in here. There's not much, so that's fine, and it's only a month, so you know I can wait, but I'm using this like now rather than continuing the one that I have because I was just so desperate to use one, and my like what is it, my 2023 one, I just feel like it's just a bit chaotic. I just feel like it looks messy and chaotic, and I feel like this one just looks a bit more put together and pretty. Anyway, so I have some things on here, like, you know, when my Etsy sale ends, that was like my Black Friday Etsy sale. Joey had a vet appointment, my mum and dad came to stay, and then we had a dinner. So things like that are all in here. Obviously, going forth from January, I won't write Etsy sale ends there, or I might write Etsy sale ends, but more detail about my Etsy sale and things like that. Specific times and things will be in here. And then I just write my to-dos on the other side. I've got my Hobonichi clear cover on. And my little magnet charm from Colour Cafe. And then this stunning Hobonichi Weeks Liberty Fabrics, or Weeks pouch, I think it might be called. It fits the Weeks perfectly with the clear cover on. You can slot it in the back as well, the back cover, or even both covers, to be quite honest, but I'm not going to do that. I like to just have this out when I'm using it, and then if I want to take this with me anywhere, I just pop it in there and zip her up and she's ready to go. And it has a little pen loop. It's more of a pen clip, shall we say, because it is so small, but the pen like that just fits in. And then I just have a few little bits of, you know, stickers and paper and things in there. And another Colour Cafe magnet. So yeah, this is what I use for planning every day. Just, you know, just something simple and lovely. My A5 Sterling ink common planner. This is the compact folio. I've put some more appointed shop tabs. These are in sand, I believe, which I had these, not these exact ones, but I had these this size in this colour on my Ivory 2023 Weeks, and I really liked them. And then I knew that I wanted to get more for my 2024 Weeks. Saw that she brought out mini ones, jumped on that immediately, because these ones, as you can see, I can only fit up to May, like going down, like on an A5. So a Weeks is just a little bit shorter. So I was like, okay, I definitely need mini ones for the Weeks. I could have had mini ones for this as well, but I just decided to get regular ones and mini ones, and I was going to see how we go, but I'm really happy with them. I think they go nicely with the cover, and they're also not too, they're quite neutral in colour as well. It's not anything too different. So this, as I said, is going to be my Etsy and work planner. So I don't have this set up or anything yet. I will set this up with you guys on a later date, but it's just stunning. It's so nice. I'm just going to be writing, as I said, work and Etsy things in here. If I have annual leave, I have any half days, if we do any craft fairs, which I do actually have one on the 27th of January, so I need to write that in. Like my Etsy payout days, my paydays, things like that will all be in here. And then what I liked is the week view is like a vertical timed layout, which is what I used for my work planner last year and the beginning of this year, and I still kind of use that one, but not that much. I like to kind of schedule, you know, my work hours, when my lunch break is, what things I'm going to do after work, like Etsy and things after work as well. And me and Dylan are also doing some bunny boarding next year as well, and that will be going in here because that's, you know, another business that we are doing. So anything at the back will be notes for bunny boarding, will be any design research, Etsy research, business research, any work training or anything like that I need to make a note of will be in there. And then, as I said, this will just be my day-to-day agenda. And then the months, as I said, will be important work dates, Etsy dates, and also bunny boarding. I can just highlight on that as well. And the last two that I have over here, so this is the only rings that I'll be using next year. So Filofax Original in Duck Egg. This was such a good price on Amazon that I just decided to, you know, order it, and if I didn't use it, I would sell it. I didn't buy it with the intention of selling it, but when I opened it up, I was just like, it's so nice, and it's actually a really nice size. And then I printed some printable inserts, and I was like, actually, I don't think I could use this as like an everyday thing, but it's not the everyday planner, it's not an everyday carry or anything like that. This is purely for our bunny boarding. So we will keep receipts and invoices in here. There's some like checklist pages at the back as well, and we literally only have monthly calendars in here. So these are for when we have bunnies staying with us. To ask Dylan to write in, but I've written it in instead. Oh, actually, I think he wrote in maybe April or March. Yeah, so this is a planner that me and Dylan will both use, where we will write in, yeah, the dates that, yeah, boarders and things are staying with us. And we can write little notes at the back too. And then I just cut this vellum to size as a nice little fly leaf. So that's our bunny boarding planner. And then lastly, this is just a Leuchtturm B6. Yes, it's a Leuchtturm B6 that I actually got for free very kindly when I purchased a pen on eBay, and it was brand new. They sent it with my pen, as I said, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use this as my little ink journal / log. So each page has a swatch for my inks, and a little writing sample at the bottom if I could be bothered. So this is me sitting on my, this is probably the one that I have been using every day because I've been doing my ink vents, ink vent swatches. So I don't have a cover for this because I have never used B6 or B5, but it's quite a nice size. But it goes with the other planners quite nicely, the colour, the vibe. And I just keep this with my inks and my swatch book. But because of Inkvent at the moment, it's just on my desk with my little ink cards and my Inkvent calendar. I might put some stickers on here, I don't know. But yeah, that's all of them. I mean, I love how everything looks together, as I said. I mean, look at them all. I mean, we still have this one too, the black. But yeah, we'll see if I do move into a different cover. I'm sure I'll share that with you at some point when I set this up. But look at them, it's just a rainbow of pastels, which I just absolutely love. And I can't wait to start using them next year. I'm going to set some up with you guys. As I said, I'll set up my Sterling ink, my 2 Sterling ink planners with you. I don't know when that will be, but my next video will be, if it's not up already, will be an unboxing of my most expensive pen, which is a Sailor 21 karat gold nib pen, along with some inks and things as well. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next time.